Well, it's Moor Allerton this week, just outside of Leeds, for the 8th regular season event of the PGA Europro Tour 2018 season, and that marks the halfway point. So at this stage, John, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Been really impressed. I mean, Europro always gives it out anyway, doesn't it? Year in, year out, we see some great golf courses as well to boot, low scores. I mean, it's relentless as well. I mean, what a summer we've had, though, kid. I mean, the boys have been on fire. We've had 2 wins under Mark Young, which is absolutely brilliant. Guy's hungry for that $250,000, which, you know, is obviously appetite, isn't it? Lovely.
Absolutely. Of course, regular viewers will know that Moor Allerton, normally a stop we come to a lot later in the season, normally mid-September. We're 2 months earlier this year. How different is that going to make the course play, John?
Well, the boys are scratching their head, Kit. They really are, because, I mean, they've come here and it's a completely different golf course, chalk and cheese from any other year that it's been. I mean, when you look at here, I mean, how green is those green, you know, how green are the greens? That's normally all the way over the golf course. It's absolutely beautiful out there. But no, obviously, brown as a berry. It is absolutely ridiculous. You know, very bouncy, like every golf course over the country. Playing really hard for the boys. Where they would normally hit driver, they're not going to be able to. They're going to have to be really, really, you know, careful with their shots, especially down the likes of 10 as well. You know, they stand on that hole there, kind of on a hog's back. You know, what kind of shot do you want? If you hit a high ball flight into something like that, it's going to be so bouncy, it can go left and right, guaranteed to be in the rough, or if, let alone in the bunker. So nice little low iron shot up there, keep it short of that bunker. That's the kind of shots they're going to have to play, mate.
Recent weeks we've had a fair bit of wind as well, but not so much this week. And the scoring in parts has been very, very low. We've had a couple of guys sort of have a bit of a run at possibly getting a 59. Yeah. What do you think's possible in the final round?
God, it's a good question, Kit, because do you know what? The way the conditions are, every hole's an island green, right? Every hole is like an island green because you're 1 yard off that putting surface, badoing, it is gone on you. Over the back, probably in a lot of trouble, lost ball. You know, so the boys, they got to be super accurate. And, you know, they've gone out there, they could shoot a low round, like a 7 under, 8 under. But the next day, they only got to be 1 yard left or right further. And they could be, you know, that turns 7 under into a couple over. And that's a total different ball game. But I would say last day, weather permitting, still as a daisy like it is today, we've got to be talking 6, 7 under par might come through.
Super stuff. Plenty of birdies and eagles to look forward to then. Let's head straight out to the action.
Thanks, Kit. Well, double winner Mark Young is in contention again. One of those tied third, together with former Walker Cupper Jimmy Mullen. But out in front, Craig Ross from Scotland and Josh Hilliard from England. Yesterday, they shot 64 and 65, respectively. It's going to be a tough test. John said that, and he was absolutely on the mark. Unpredictable reactions. Now, Ashton Turner here. Par the first, looking good, John, on the second.
Yeah, how's it going, Phil? Yeah, nice to be here, watching some great golf as always. Turner, looking good, off the word go, and look at that one dancing around the flag. Just the start you'll want.
Mark Young, what a summer he's had. If you win 4 times on the Europro Tour in a year, you collect £250,000. Could he be on the money?
Well, he's on the money there, Phil. Just what you want. Now here's Turner down the slope for his birdie at the second. This to get the 7 under. Slick one this. Just a couple of feet to go, and she pops. Thank you very much.
You know, back in 2014 at Mar Hall, this man, Craig Ross, won the Glen Farclas Open, but he was an amateur. He didn't receive a penny for it.
I know, that's got to be gutting that, isn't it? But I tell you what, it looks like he's going to make up for it here. Good player. Cool, look at the rain coming in now. Well overdue, but it's finally come. They're not prepared for it. They'd have had their waterproofs on by now. Probably empty bags, knowing it's going to be a hot day, but no, Mark Young there coming up with a little gem out of the bunker.
Left-hander, Hilliard, putting for a par on the first. Not the range for par you want.
Oh, just slides by there, Phil. Just on that left-hand side, not to be. Good stroke on it, though. Just a little bit of a misread.
The first is a tough hole, and the third is no bargain either.
That's a tough hole, this third. Do what I done, I made a nice little 3 iron, just a poly pat up the left-hand side, just Miranda's down into the fair, and I've hit it. a whopping 250 yards with a really soft 3-iron, and that is what summer golf is all about. Ball is very, you know, the course is all hard pan, the ball runs an absolute mile, and you can reduce these holes next to nothing. And it's only 402. I'm just looking at this, and this is a cracking green, cracking hole. It really is. I mean, loads of trouble on the left-hand side, big deep bunker. If that pin's back left as well, what a hard beauty to get to. Now the pin's at the front. I've only got about 140 yards to go. Got a couple of clubs here. I was zooming and knowing what to do, but I'm a bit of a field player. I'm going to go look, nice little soft 9-iron. I've got a nice lie in the fairway, nearly in a divot. Didn't want that, baby. But the pin's at the front. Anything just, you know, a little bit long and right is a bit more safe. If I went at the flag and slightly pulled it, you know, there's a lot of trouble down there. Don't want to be doing that. So early doors, early in your round, take it easy. Don't be too aggressive. You can still be aggressive with a 9-iron, nice and easy, just right at the flag. Simple swing needed. Come on, keep turning, bit of draw, get in. Oh, dance round the flag. Oh, tell you what, little knee knocker left to right now for a birdie, but you take it on this hard third, I tell you. Whew.
They call him First Take Morgan.
That's what you know, Phil, I know that. Now Turner, out the right rough. Not really rough this week, burnt to a cinder, but I tell you what, nice line in from here. And he's flown it, and that is in a world of pain. That is bounding down the hill, and well, that's just shy of going into the real deep stuff. That's going to be a tough up and down from there. Whew.
He won at Clevedon. He won at Camberwell Park with rounds of 66 and 67. Holding important putts like this one. But if you keep going to the well, John, eventually it's going to dry up.
Yes, exactly. It was nice to see him win at Clevedon, my home track. Yeah, played really well. Lovely playoff he had as well for that win. And then Camberwell Park as well. 2 cracking golf courses. And a job well done.
Turner really struggling for par on the third. I can tell you that Craig Ross salvaged his par on the first and down on the second.
Ross's tee shot has just slipped into the left-hand rough here on the second hole. Now, there are good and bad aspects to that. On the positive side, it gives him a great angle into that front right pin position. On the negative, though, he's just a foot or so into that first cut, so there's a danger he could get a flyer. He's coming off of a downslope here as well, so it's going to want to come in low and hot. And with this drizzle just settling on the surface of the green, there's every chance it could slide rather than sticking and taking that spin. It's a tricky pin to get at, but from 110 yards, he will have a wedge in his hand.
First, though, from the fairway, Ross's playing partner, Hilliard.
Yeah, on the downslope here, got the sand iron. Be the loft of a wedge, come out pretty flat. Got to control it, not an easy one. Oh, he's done a good job. Great strike, look at that backspin.
Looking to limit the damage. You can cope with bogeys. Doubles really hurt. So walk to the next, draw the positives. It could have been worse.
Well, here's that shot Kit was telling about for Craig. Second shot in the first cut. 10 under par. Second, that pin on the right hand side, as Kit was saying. Hold it up there. Oh, what a shot. Straight down the neck of the flag. A little clean of the clubs. Got the umbrella up. Making sure no rain on them. Getting the grips wet. So we see Mark here down the right hand side. Similar position where Turner was earlier. Hopefully not the same result. Not coming out too hot and strong. Oh, he's played a beauty. Oh, he's played a beauty and uses the contours nicely. Great shot.
He's a Liverpool season ticket holder, is Mark Young, and for most of this summer, he's been in the red.
He has indeed. Relentlessly in the red, Phil. Hillard up the hill, up the hill. Oh, just shying to the left of the hole. Just came out of that putt. Ex-footballer himself, old Mark Young, by the way, you know, was a professional, semi-professional, being paid to play as well, and then turned his hand to golf. Not bad, is it?
Little left to righter for Ross.
Yeah, oh my goodness, that looked in with about 2 inches to go, and look at this. Oh, defies the laws of gravity. Should be a little formality, this one. Straight up the hill, nice and positive. In she goes. Yeah. The birdie machine. Mark Young at the third off the right hand side. Oh, it just goes right across the face. Naughty boy putter. You tell him, Mark.
Turned pro with 33 with a handicap of plus 5.2.
God, that's some ability, that. Here's that shot. That pin's back left today, here at the third. Not an easy one. Aim at that buggy that you can see behind the green. Get a little bit of draw to it. That's the way to get it close. Oh, and he's done a turner. He's gone long. Don't know, it's a bit of breeze up in the air, just taking that ball a little bit forward. But that's a misjudgment there. Definitely half a club out.
Daniel Gavins has opened up with 4 consecutive pars. This for eagle on the 5th. Very languid putting stroke, and they're effective.
Yeah, very effective. I tell you what, great hole 5. Brilliant par 5. Now, better lie than what Turner had it earlier, that's for sure. Hands forward, don't get any grasp between ball and club. Oh, he's got a nice strike. Bit heavy though, slow down. Oh, bit of work to be done to save his par. Not a bad effort though. Really committed to that shot. Look at this. Pops it up lovely.
3 starts on the Europro Tour this season previous to this for Hilliard. Made the cut in all of them. Tied 10th at Montrose, his best so far. Oh, he must have fancied that halfway there.
I fancied it for him halfway there. Now Gavins polish off his birdie at the 5th. Yeah, that'll sneak into 8 under. Watch out for him, he likes this course. Now this one just moving, you can see him just aiming just a couple of balls outside the right. Oh, right across the face of all. That's back-to-back putts he's missed.
Which means, as it was overnight, there's a tie at the top. Early disappointment for Ross. Hayden McCullen is charging through the field, and only 2 shots cover every player currently on the leaderboard. You know, Moore Allerton has been a regular fixture on the Euro Pro Tour calendar over the years, usually featuring at the end of the season. It's much earlier this time, which in itself presents a fresh, new challenge to all of those involved.
Last year in September it was almost washed out. This year we've had a whole different set of climatic issues to deal with, and you know, for 3 months of red hot sun for the green staff to create the course that they have, I think is just a real testament to their abilities.
And this promises to be another thrilling final round in the Yorkshire countryside. More to come after the break. Welcome back to Moore Allerton and the 8th event on the Euro Pro Tour this season. Testing conditions prevail on this sun-drenched course, but this is providing a fascinating contest on the final day of the Clipper Logistics Championship. Hilliard and Ross have made tentative starts, but still retain a share of a now slender lead, with plenty of serious contenders, including hat-trick chasing former footballer Mark Young, who's arrived at the 5th.
Yeah, second shot here. It's only 490 this par 5, the 5th. Very awkward though, very tight, slopey fairway. Water all the way up the left-hand side and in front of this green. Coming in high, tall and strong for Mark Young. Oh, and it's a beauty. Drew that in beautiful.
The fourth green slopes quite steeply from front up to the back, so this is going to be a really slow birdie putt here for Hilliard. It's about 18 feet, and the pace he's going to need to hit it with, it's not going to move that much. Perhaps just as it slows down towards the end, a cup from right to left.
Well, come on, Kit. We see the locals looking on. Have you got the right read? Off the left-hand side, it is. And that is a cracking putt. Beautiful pace in the heart of the hole. Happy days.
Our first look at Jimmy Mullen, member of the 2015 Walker Cup side. Contributed 4 points out of 4 for GB and Ireland on that occasion at Royal and St Anne's. It's 4 pars out of 4 so far today. And look at that chip just trundling on. Still, a birdie putt coming up.
Yeah, waiting for him to break through, Phil. So wind's going to be under his belt sooner rather than later, I feel, as we see Gavin's here for his second shot at 7. 8 under at the moment. Beware, this man likes this course. No more than a wedge. And he dances it. What a shot, forever getting closer. Beauty.
Firmly in the mix. And also, that applies to Mark Young, a double winner, as we've established already this season. And he's taken an unconventional route into professional golf.
Mark, you're a former conservatory maker, didn't turn pro until the age of 33. It's an incredible story. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you got into golf at a relatively late age.
Well, I wouldn't say late age. I was always playing as a kid, but I was more interested in my football in mid 20s, something like that. And it wasn't until late 20s that I got to scratch, something like that, and golf kind of took over from then. Yeah. Move on a few years, and I got a bit of sponsorship off a few members of my first club. I couldn't really say no. I thought I better have a go at this. Luckily, I did.
When you turned pro at 33, what were your expectations?
I didn't have any. See how far we could get. That was only my thought. Hopefully now next year we'll be challenged tour, and hopefully go one further. And
you qualified for the Open in 2015, just a few months after turning pro. That must have been a massive vindication of the decision. Yeah, that kind of got me to where I were, really. The belief that it gave me that I could compete at that level was great. Like the win a couple of weeks ago, I always thought I could win. It's then doing it, and then so soon after the second one as well. Yeah, the belief's there now. What was it like to play your Open at St Andrews, the home of golf? Well, if you could pick one and only ever play one, it would be that for me. I got beaten in a playoff last year at to get in at Birkdale. That would have been on my doorstep as well. That would have been nice, but yeah, St Andrews was an unbelievable week. And I believe you got to play some practice rounds with some very high-profile players, is that right? Yeah, I played with Fleetwood and they were North County Golf, Rose, Garcia and Stenson. That was an incredible Wednesday morning football. What was it like to be on the course with those guys? I found myself just watching them rather than concentrating on what I were doing. It was great to watch them close up, and the difference between them boys is frightening. But it's one I was there on merit. I can compete with these. And this season you've really taken your game to a new level. What do you feel has prompted this step up? Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just getting over the line. Once you've got over the line, you know you can do it. So there's no reason why you can't do it again and again. Like I said, I have nothing to lose. I'm a few behind today, so there's nothing to lose. Just go for it, see what happens.
Well, Younger for Eagle off the right-hand side. This will put a cat amongst the pigeons. I'll know he's coming. If this one goes in, or he's slightly come out of it, is it short and it's low side? No, it's just past. Oh, that's a slick putt. But that'll be a tap-in birdie. Kept no 8 under. As we see Gavin's here on the birdie train. Is he going to get another? Off the left, slick one this. Oh, gets it, very confident.
Back on 5, Jimmy Mullen, who's been playing this game since the age of 3, John, at Royal North Devon.
Well, what a cracking golf course that is, Westwood Ho. Yeah, not a bad place to learn your golf, that's for sure. Yeah. That's a cracking putt by Jamie.
Back on the fairway with the final group, it's Kit.
The fifth is a beautiful risk and reward par 5 with water down the left off the tee and short and left up at the green. But Hilliard has given himself the green light to go for it in 2. He's found the fairway, and with just 217 yards to that pin, there's no way he isn't going to take it on. Anywhere in the centre of the green, and he can set up a great opportunity to move himself under par for this final round.
Yeah, great drive here. Kit really is finding this fairway, slopey fairway, hard to hit. Got to hog it up the right-hand side, close to the trees. Done well. Ball below his stance. Here we go.
In the drink. Now, next up, John working under an alias.
Here we are with a minute with Mogford. I tell you what, wayward drive off the tee, comes over another fairway, over the other side, stuck behind some trees, got to put a big bendy one on it. Tell you what, about 60 yards, 70 yards to go. This is what you do. Open up your shoulders, got to come in from a bit of left to right, open up the club face, hands forward, you know, swing across your belt buckle, and this is what should happen. There you go. Minute with Mogford.
It's like sitting next to Mozart with a piano in the room.
Oh man, I'll tell you, that was a massive compliment. Love a bit of Mozart. Now, here we go. Oh no, disastrous. What did he do there? You can't be happy. Don't hit your ball, mate. Now, here we go. Ball above the stance. Going to be swinging this one in from right to left. Got that right bunker you can see up there. Be aiming probably just on the left edge of it. Let the contours take control, swing round your body, get it moving from right to left. Make sure it's over the water. He's done that, and it's a great shot. Woohoo!
Now Young, just trying to clear the mind, get rid of the frustration, but so much easier said than done. I'll tell you what, all things considered, excellent.
That was a great shot, Phil. That really was. I tell you, that'll make it taste a bit better if he can roll that one in.
Hilliard taking his drop, about to play 4 on the 5th. As for John, he's up on the 8th.
Well, got to be one of the best holes on the golf course, this 8th hole. Beautiful par 3, 168 yards. And I tell you what, you don't get it accurate, fraught with danger. You got big deep bunker on the left-hand side. That's going to leave you a nice little snaky one down there. Not much green to work with. Big bunker on the right-hand side. If you slightly get it more blocky than that one, or slightly pull it if you're a lefty, there's a hazard. Beautiful little stream coming down into a beautiful lake. It is absolutely picturesque, and it requires a cracking golf shot. Now the pin today at the front, anything at the back makes this hole, I think, twice as hard. Now the boys, they're going to stand on there, 8 iron, 7 iron to the middle of the green all day long. They will take it. Give himself a good chance of a 2. Not an easy hole. It's a one that you must hit a good shot. Now I got the 8 iron out, nice easy swing, pins at the front today. Come on, fingers crossed. Go ball, go slightly, just left of the flag, go, go. Oh, yes. Whew. Catches a little bit of the slope, forever getting closer. Whew. Heart was in my mouth.
Shortest of the par 3s here, but certainly not the easiest. Accuracy needed.
It is, Phil. It sure is. Very inviting hole, and that's a nice shot. Little ridge there. It's just catching for Daniel Gams, just feeding further away from the flag, only slightly though. Now, after going in the water, taking his drop, this is his 4th for Hilliard. Having a good ding-dong battle with Ross here. Ross in pretty tight for an eagle chance. And there you go, thumbs up from his playing partner Ross there as it landed on the green. Nice little slow-mo action, looking pretty as a button, this golf course. All the flowers in bloom in the far distance. As you see Young here trying to get his par. What a par this would be. Whew.
Last year, we saw Chris Lloyd try and hunt down that £250,000 for 4 wins. It took its toll at the end of the year. Is it going to take its toll on Mark Young? We know for certain he's made a bogey and he falls back to -7. Tree trouble.
Now Hilliard. Down the hill, off the right-hand side. Fast putt this one, we've seen it. Slow down ball.
Representing Howley Hall. He's actually from Pontefract, so he's playing in his home county. Is Daniel Gavins. Oh, another heartbreaker. Just took the break right at the end.
Well, what an eagle this will be. Proper leapfrog here. His playing partner, if he can hold this one. He's missed a few. He's due. Oh, it's another one. Slips by the hole agonisingly. Of course, a proper invite when you have a putt like that for eagle, but that's a birdie nonetheless. And his playing partner, well, got a little slick one here. Little tap in for a bogey as we see Gavins polishing off his par putt at 8.
The left-hander, Hilliard, making a 6 on a par 5. Not recommended. Joe Brooks has shot a 67 to be the clubhouse leader. Jimmy Mullen and Daniel Gavins are making their presence felt. But still the boss, it's Ross, after making a par at the 6th.
On a downhill lie here at 7 for Ross. Sharp dogleg from left to right this 7th. Get it up quick. Big slopey green, backs down towards the water. And that pin right at the back, and he's taken the flag out yet again. He's giving him putt after putt, chance after chance. Look at this, good swing as well, strong as an ox. Turns out the way beautifully, thunderbolts it straight at the flag. He's doing it all day long at the moment, just needs the putts to drop. Now Gavins. Now laid up, way back at 9, real hard fairway to hit this one. Really slopey, with all the condition and how hard it is. Yeah, he's coming in from an unfamiliar position here, and what a shot he's done, straight over the flag. Happy days.
Mullen down in the bunker, but with a reasonable lie, he would fully expect to get this up and down. Well, a little bit of work left.
Yeah, pretty good shot though there, Phil, as we see Ross now. Leaving himself probably in the nicest putt you could have on this green. Up the hill, a little bit of turn from right to left. Be positive. Can he get one finally? He does. Yippee!
Well, nerves will be settled by that one. Understandably frayed, I think, at the start of the round, but now getting into it, and he's feeling more at home.
Yeah, when you're hitting great shot after great shot, it can be a disheartening when you keep missing them. I mean, Mark's had that today so far as well. This one a down hitter off the left-hand side. Is he going to hold one as well? Oh, no. Quarter of a roll more. Oh, scratching his chinny chin.
Didn't play last week at Longhurst Hall, so he's actually looking to win 3 consecutive Europro Tour tournaments.
Now, this would be a great par. Good bunker shot to here. A little bit of work to be done. Gets it. Great up and down one. Well done, Jamie. Now, Ross 8. No more than a strong 9, easy 8 iron round about that for these boys. Aiming straight at the middle of the putting surface. Pin on that right-hand side. Don't want to be looking at that flag near that bunker, and he's bailed out left. That's going to leave him an awkward chip there. Very fast running. Yeah, just the slight of the double cross.
Daniel Gavins, 3 years ago down in southern Spain, almost won the Euro Pro Tour Championship, losing in a playoff to Jordan Smith. As for this course, he's well acquainted.
You're a Yorkshire lad, you know this course pretty well. What do you make of the conditions out there at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, it's fast, fiery, but the greens are soft enough to kind of hold the ball, so it's scoreable.
Do you think it's possible to be aggressive on a course like this?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've played it enough times to know, where to hit the ball, and there's definitely holes out there you can kind of attack. So yeah, I'm just going to go out there and attack today, really.
Johnny's certainly got no bugs in this really smooth putting stroke.
Yeah, taking his time nicely, nice rhythm to his putts as well. I like it. Looks dangerous and straight in the middle of the hole. No messing around. Like his game. I can't believe he's only 27. I've seen him for many years already.
Yes, he's held his European Tour card. Knows about the game at the very highest level.
Yeah, well, we see Jamie here down the right, ball below his stance. Trying to move it. It's leaked a little bit to his right. He's anxious. Oh, and it's taken the hard banks, like I said. Once you miss these greens, very hard bounces, and that's going to be a tough cookie from there.
Tough cookie, a good way to describe Ross with his chip on 8.
He's got a little ridge to contend with here. Phil got to flirt with, and he's played a beauty.
The 2016 South African amateur champion.
Yeah, good talent, man. Very good talent. He was a group in front of me. Played a lovely charity day for a good friend of mine, and he was playing a group in front, and my goodness, he was hitting the ball miles. Old Craig was at North Berwick. That was beautiful place. Now look at this, interesting. Putting from, well, my goodness, 30 yards off the green, trying to get it over to this bit, catch the downslope, feed it onto the green. Come on, be as good as you look. Don't catch that ridge. Stay there, ball. Stay there. Oh, brilliant. Well done.
When we were here last year in September, that shot would have been physically impossible.
Yeah, no doubt. You can tell he's from Westwood O. Now, Hilliard here, 9 under, up the little ridge, bit of turn from, well, his left to right, our right to left. It's tracking. Oh, in the jewels.
Now we've seen the imagination from Mullen. Can he complete the task?
That would have been a spectacular up and down, Phil. Really would have. He'd be a bit gutted with that, because done all the hard work, got it down there nicely. Oh, lapse of concentration there. Oh.
Mullen wants a mulligan.
That's a good one, Phil. But yeah, he does. He does indeed. Well, formality here, I feel, for Ross. He wouldn't have seen what Jamie's done up in front. In she goes. Whew. Yeah, that was a turn up for the +4s. Didn't expect that on the last hole.
The twin 66s of Paul McKechnie and Thomas Anderson give them a share of the clubhouse lead. But out on the course here at Moore Allerton, Gavins and Ross are locked together in an intriguing contest at the top of the leaderboard. Just a single shot separating them in the Clipper Logistics Championship. Welcome back to Deepest Yorkshire and Moore Allerton, home of the midway event on the hotelplanner.com Europro Tour of 2018. As the final group approaches the turn, rookie pro Craig Ross, the joint overnight leader, is now in first on his own. But a front nine of 32 sees Yorkshire's own Daniel Gavins hot on the Scots' heels.
Yeah, now we come to Gavin's, his third shot, just a wayward second in the bunker it looks to be. Big splash of sand, bit short-sighted, good shot there. Craig Ross down 9, but he's over on the 10th fairway, coming in from a very different angle. Long way in for your second, and he's played it well. He's took his medicine. Now Gavin's to save his par. Got this one just moving off the right. He looks like he's aiming pretty straight. It's a good stroke, he is. He got the read right.
Now up on the 11th, our first look today at Jordan Risdale from Boston. We've already had a Euro Pro Tour winner from that town this year, Billy Spooner at Harleford.
Yeah, doesn't want to be outdone, Phil. He wants to join the pack like Billy, be a winner. Good lad, seen him out on tour this year. Nice chap. Well, back of the tee, we've got Gavins with his tee shot at this par 3, 178 yards, this 11th. Want to be coming in nicely from left to right, that pin on the right-hand side. Oh, what a beauty. Right down the throat. Now, here you go. Phil, here you go. Ball above the stance. This one's going to move from left to right. A draw for a lefty. He sent it way left.
Well, that was a very beneficial bounce. Stay there. Stay there. Well, maybe it wasn't a beneficial bounce in the end. Underlining the fiery nature of the golf course.
Just about all right.
Well, there you go. Turner, Gavin's playing partner, back at this 11th tee. No more than a soft 7-iron, trying to get it in from left to right. That pin on the front right portion of the green. And that's another nice shot.
Well, welcome to A Minute with Monkford. Here we are at the back of the green, chipping scenario. Honestly, chalk and cheese. You know, we're creatures of habit. We get here over a chip, we just think, oh, get the lofted club out. You hit it, you can take grass in between the ball, hit it high on the face, and it comes up short, or you can skull it over a green. I tell you what, no brainer, boys and girls. 8-iron all day long. Putter grip all day long. Back of the stance, lock it and rock it like you do putters. And I tell you what, all this green to work with, it's a no-brainer. And there you go, get it rolling towards the flag. Every chance it's going to go in. Oh, just misses. A little bit less touch. Knock it in for a par. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Minute with Monkford.
And it looks as though Josh Hilliard is taking your advice, John.
Yeah, back of the stance, hands are forward, jabs it. And that's a nice touch, good touch there. He had a bit of loft on that one, but he was on an upslope. We're giving the benefit of the doubt on that one, Phil. And they turn her across the green. His playing partner Gavin's in pretty tight for birdie. Got a good chance there. Can Turner draw first blood? He can, what a putt.
Balancing the books. Now, 3 birdies, 3 bogeys. Back to 6 under.
Yeah, Turner's caddy looks a little bit like Johan Edfors. Got the old hair, the locks, the beard. Now Gavin's for 2. Oh, how disappointing is that? What a shot in as well. Hits the right edge.
Down on the 9th green, Ross has got a massive tier to contend with about halfway along this putt here. It's going to be slow to start with, but as it gets up that tier, it then feeds downhill right to left to the hole. So easy to hit what you think's a good putt here, and it just rolls 3, 4, 5 feet past, and with the slope there, nothing is dead around this hole. His line, in combination with his pace, has to be absolutely spot on here.
Back in the early 80s, John, I caddied here in the Car Care Plan International on the European Tour, and mentioning no names to avoid embarrassment, I saw someone 5-putt this green.
God, my goodness, what a headache that would have been. No doubt about it. Like Kit said, really difficult green to read. Lots of slope. There's 3 tiers in it. Well, 2 big tiers in this green, 3 different levels. And, well, we've seen Ross there just trying to cozy that one close as he could, as we see Risdale here at 6 under. Straight, strong posture, good swing. And not a bad result, just hanging on to the green. And that'll do you nicely.
As they say in the States, this is a gut check, one of those nervy ones, especially when you're in front.
Yeah, big putts these, very big putts. Craig Ross does a good job there. Now, for Eagle, for Risdale. Jump him up to 8 under par here. Track in, it goes in. Oh, he's in the mix, Phil.
The 16th Eagle on the 12th this week, the friendliest hole on the course. Now, what a record as an amateur was put together by Josh Hilliard. Absolutely tremendous stuff. The man from Farrington Park in Bristol.
You're a left-hander, and I believe when you very first picked up a golf club as a nipper, you weren't quite sure whether you were right or left-handed. Is that right?
That is true. Yeah, that is true. I had a session, my first ever lesson, and it was obviously to determine whether left or right-handed was the way to go, and it's obviously turned out that left-hand is correct. I mean, I am right-handed, but only in golf is the left.
So a bit Phil Mickelson-esque then, do everything else right-handed apart from the golf. You know what it takes to win. In a period a couple of years ago, 4 wins in 22 days as an amateur. What was that like to be, as sportsmen say, in the zone, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I mean, that was really odd, and it was very similar to how I feel coming into these last few weeks. It was sort of nothing was happening, and then all of a sudden, 1 week led to another, and it was, yeah, you just didn't want to stop playing, like playing as often as you could, obviously as well as you could, because that was some of the best golf I've ever played. So, yeah, it's something nice to look back on, and hopefully we can do the same soon.
What is it like to play with someone you get on with so well in the final round and duke it out for a title?
Yeah, I mean, it should be good fun. There's no reason why it shouldn't be. There ain't going to be any, well, there might be a little bit of a joke and a laugh, but there isn't going to be too serious, and that'll probably work for both of us. I mean, Craig's a quality player. He's proven that the last 2 days, and yeah, it should be good fun.
You've been splitting your time in your first year as a pro between the Challenge Tour and the Europro Tour. Yep. Why have you decided to take that approach?
The Europro seems to be one of the key stepping stones to get to Challenge and then the main tour in the future. But through the England golf setup, I've been offered the chance of some Challenge Tour starts, and of course, you're never going to turn that away. So the deal was a very good one, something you couldn't turn down. And like I said, I can't thank England golf enough for the opportunity.
How have you found those starts on the Challenge Tour this season?
A little bit different to other things I've played in, just because of the size of the event. I mean, Europro stuff is good, but then Challenge is better. And obviously that's something, when you come back to a Europro, that's something you want to chase, and that's something that really helps me play in these events. I mean, I play solidly in Europro and struggle on Challenge maybe, but it's the learning process that you have to go through, and I'm in the middle of it.
Well, he speaks well, Josh Hilliard, and here he is to save his par at 9 under. At the 9th, gets it.
Yes, Hilliard's very much in the fight. Despite a somewhat subdued front 9, the 23-year-old trails Ross by 2 as he tackles the 10th by average score, the toughest hole on the course. Kit mentioned those 4 wins in 22 days. They were the Berkhamsted Trophy, the Faldo Series Wales Championship, the Hampshire Salver, then the West of England Championship. And for that, the Southern Golf Association in the United States gave him the Player of the Month award, previously won by the likes of Ricky Fowler, Hunter Mahan and Michelle Wee.
Oh my goodness. Well, fair play, Josh. Great shot in there as well, drifting that one in from right to left. Nice little fade for the man. Now we see Mullen back at the tee at 11. Trying to get back that, well, silly 3-putt he had at 9. And he's got that one right, pin eye on the left-hand side. Now Ross at 10, tee shot down the left. Awkward stance here, just hidden behind the trees, way above it. The ball's way above his stance, up and over she goes. And nicely done, very nicely done, forever getting better.
Average score on the par 4 10th, 4.35. Average score on the par 5 12th, 4.35.
There you go. That's easy for you to remember, Phil. Gavins. Oh, that was a hard bounce. Agonisingly over the green as well, and he's going to be wondering what kind of shot he's going to be left with over there. Now, what went wrong? He's obviously pulled it. Let's see what he did. Did he come over the top, keep the club too square? A bit of a pull draw.
Now after that double bogey on 9, Mullen parred the next. Oh, showing a lot of character.
Yeah, a lot of character there, Phil. Great bounce back there. Marks of a good player, that's what you do. And the smiles are back. And the fist pump. Now, come to 13, par 4, 420 yards. You can see the slope, the camber of the fairway from left to right, but you can dodge all that, carry that big ridge, which is around the 250, 260 mark, catch the downslope, and you could be a long way down there. And obviously, for your second shot, you want to be hitting the middle of this putting green, because if you miss it, a big bounce is coming your way.
Well, Jordan Risdale has had the measure of this hole so far, a par and a birdie in the opening 2 rounds.
Yeah, well, he's down the right-hand side here, ball below his stance, going to be fading this one in from left to right. Nice high ball flight required. And there's the job there, finding the putting surface, landed nice and softly as we see Turner here at 12 as well. Second shot, just in that left semi. Don't want to be catching a flyer here.
Thankfully, no adverse reaction. Heart of the 12th green found. Now, back on the 10th green, it's Kit.
Ross is really starting to find his stride after a little bit of a pedestrian start today, and he's given himself another really good birdie opportunity here on 10. It's about 12 feet, slightly downhill, so it's going to be quick. There's about 2 cups of right to left in it. This would give him a really nice cushion at the top of the leaderboard, with a few of the chasing pack starting to come after him.
First up, though, from lengthier range, it's Hilliard.
You know, it's anything to go by what Ross has got ahead. This might move a little bit from right to left at the end of the putt for Josh. It's tracking, it's a nice one. Oh, right behind the hole, it looks like it's finished. Great pace putt there from long range from the Bristol boy, Farrington.
He came back in 32 in the first round, would love to replicate that. Now, Risdale for birdie on 13.
A little bit left to right here. There is a ridge running down the middle of this green as well that slopes the ball from left to right. So it makes this hole a little bit harder. Now Ross, now come on Kit, did you get that read right? Is it 2 cups outside the right? Come on. It's a good roll, it's in. It was, fist pump. The spring is in that step. Now under the trees, a little bit of branches impeding on his right arm there as he takes it back. Oh, I heard the nice strike there. Comes through the fringe, and that's a great execution. Top shot. Look at that, just dodged the branches there. It would have affected it, but my come up trumps there. Now Turner for eagle. Track in, it's in.
And getting back under the card with that one in one fell swoop. Get the feeling this 12th hole could be a swing hole.
Definitely. You can get a big drive down there. It goes miles. Now as we see Gavin's. Yeah, polish that one off. That's a good up and down from where he was. Very good. And there's the smile.
It's now Ross by 1 from Gavin's. All to play for, with plenty of others in the shake-up as well. The story of the Clipper Logistics Championship continues to unfold after the break, here at magnificent Moore Allerton. Welcome back to Moore Allerton, and welcome back to the Clipper Logistics Championship, potentially a breakthrough tournament for Craig Ross, who, having made his mark as an amateur, has the game to make an impact in the pro ranks. Before his final round, Kit Alexander caught up with the promising Scot from Cambuslang and the pride of Kirkhill Golf Club.
In 2014, you won on the Europro Tour at Mar Hall as well as an amateur. Was that a bolt from the blue for you? Were you expecting that kind of form?
No, I just played the homes just like the week before it, and I was playing really well, and I wanted to play something, and my coach said, there's the last Europro in Marhull, why don't you go play? So I managed to get an invite for it, and I was just thought, I'm playing really, why not? And had a really good first round. I thought, I could do this, and then managed to come home with a win.
You've had a fair few wins in the amateur ranks. What were the highlights for you?
Probably I won the South African Am at the end of last year. End of 2016, and that was probably my biggest win, I'd say, as an Am. But I won a few others. We won in France as well, and that was good. Got me a wee tour event, SA Open at the start of last year, which was really a great experience. We played behind Rory McIlroy in that tournament was really good, and see how the guys done it on a different level again.
And what prompted the decision to turn pro at the back end of last year?
Just I thought I played enough, had enough time in the amateur game, and I was going to do it at the end of 2016. I just didn't feel quite ready, so I'll give one more year amateur golf, get a bit better again, and turn pro at the end of the season. And I did that, and I thought it's time to make the change.
It's Ross by 1 from closest pursuer Gavins, with Ashton Turner putting in a solid round. He's tied 4th at the moment, 4 adrift, targeting a powerful finish as he takes on the par 4 13th, fresh from an eagle on the 12th.
Well, Turner on the downslope here at 13, big drive. Second shot, just in the first cut, unfortunately. And there we go, nicely done. 10 eye left. Little slick one down. Now we've got Josh at the 11th. Birdie try at the par 3 from distance. Long way out. Be happy with a 2-putt here. A little bit lucky if it goes in. Oh my goodness. Unlucky actually. Catches the right edge. Oh, nearly older gobbler.
Okay, so the near's that. Now Gavins from the right-hand side, not ideal.
Now more tree restriction, Phil, for Daniel. He's coped with the first one well. Has he coped with it good again? Now down on the right side. Now Ross to get on a serious birdie charge. Great putt on 10. Can he get this one? Oh, ounce more. And I won a few golf balls for that one.
Every pro will tell you the exact same thing. Winning anywhere, anytime is never easy.
Never easy. But I tell you what, the more times you do it, the easier it gets. So, Phil, it really does. That winning mentality just ingrains in your brain. And Daniel Gavins there, nice chip, keeping it below the hole. That'd be a simple putt, you'd imagine, for his par.
It's been a roller coaster today for Mullen, score-wise and emotionally. Coming from the rough on 12.
Oh, he slung that one in nice, got it to the front edge of the green, but look how far he is away from the hole on the putting surface. My goodness, all of 80 feet. Now Turner, after that cracking second shot in, this for his birdie to get the 9 under. Down the hill, slick one this, inside right. Gets it, great putt. Man's on form.
What a move, eagle birdie. Now though, John, he faces a very tricky test indeed, the 14th.
Yeah, 14 playing very difficult because of the conditions and how hard and fast it is. This is a big dog leg from left to right. Now the boys 9 times out of 10 will want to go over these trees. There is out of bounds lurking over on the left hand side, just to the left as you can see on the camera here, and then you turn for home. You know, if you hit the driver, it lands hard, you can be OB. Hit the 3-wood round the corner, leaves you a lovely shot into this beautiful green, slopes back at you, bunkers garden left and right. Don't want to be long, awkward chip from there.
Risdale. 4 top 10s last year on the Europro Tour. Tied 3rd in the Motor Caddy Masters at Wychwood Park. His best effort, and Wychwood Park is our next venue.
Cool, it sure will be. And I tell you what, look at that for a golf shot from Rysdale, beautiful. Now Gavins to save that part. He's been putting beautifully. Hopefully I haven't put the jinx on him. Commentator's curse. Yeah, luckily it didn't work. That's good. Great par. Very squeaky shoes.
Yes, from the front of the green, Mullen's come up a little short. Birdie on 11, what about 12? Yes, indeed.
Up and down.
Rysdale to get to 9 under as well. They're all chucking it in. Loads of birdies. Brilliant shot in here. Oh, that is disheartening. Let's come back to him. In and out. I tell you what, if you slowed that putt down, there'll be hardly any of the ball when it goes in. And it somehow is ended up in front of the hole. Crazy golf. Oh.
Ross retains a one-shot lead as he and playing partner Hilliard, still very much in the conversation himself, try to do what the majority have done, namely extract at least a birdie from the par 5 12th.
Hilliard's tee shot here on the 12th bounced back off of this tree right here, and he's going to be glad he's left-handed. A much easier swing playing it this way than if he was Craig Ross or any other right-hander round the other way. It's a reachable par 5 as well. 237 yards he's got into the pin. It's right at the back. That bunker's going to look imposing, but it shouldn't come into play at all. He can get a long iron or hybrid to the green, land it on the front, and just let it naturally release up to that flag.
Yeah, well said, Kit. Just ball slightly above his stance here. Going to have to move this one a little bit of right to left. His fade for a lefty. Has he overcooked it? It's coming in low. Looked a good ball flight. Yeah, he's overcooked it. On that short side, and that might have gone up against the far part of the bunker, and that's going to be awkward from there. Being a lefty, might not be having his feet outside the bunker, which is handy.
What a move from Turner. Playing the 11th, he was 5 under, but then birdie, eagle birdie. Now he's 9 under. And who knows? Fairway found on 14. Oh, he's dialed in, John.
Cool. I'd be jumping at my seat then. Phil, I tell you what, I thought that was in. I thought I was going to slam dunk it. Now, big drive from Craig, all the way down there on the left-hand side, going in with, well, looks no more than like a 6-iron. He's gouged that one out of the rough. Is it going to feed up the green like Kit said it could? It has, just overcooked it slightly. Slow down, Paul. Go on, give him a break. Nice shot nonetheless. That's going to be a little chip now. My goodness, where is Gavins? Up and over the trees, they're monsters. He's over on the 15th hole and he's played a sublime shot. Look at that. Here at 15, par 3, tough as old boots this baby, and I tell you what a cracker. I mean, it's 201 yards, beautiful, fraught with danger, like I say before, you know, bunker short left, bunker right, bunker over the back on the left-hand side as well. And all these greens, because of this great summer we've had, they're all like island greens. You slightly miss it by a yard, left, right, long, short, you're going to get a massive bounce and you could be in a world of trouble. Vital to find the green, pitch it on the green, definitely. And what a hole to have to try and do it on. Down the hill, this beautiful par 3, if you land it on there, all is gravy. I mean, slopes a little bit more to the left-hand side. If you go a little bit heavy, bit strong, it could just feed off the green a little bit. You just want to be in the middle of this putting surface all day long. So I'm just on a nice little 4-iron. I'm only going to polypat this one. I think I could get 5-iron there, but I don't want to force it and bring trouble into play. I just want to hit a nice, easy swing, take it straight at the flag. Look in a very favourable position today. So come on, Johnny. Nice, easy one. Keep drawing a little bit, just a little bit. Feeling a bit of breeze, still go. Oh, he's fine and dandy. Absolutely fine and dandy. Take it all day long. Ooh.
The lengthiest par 3 at Moore Allerton at 201 yards. It's produced the fewest birdies of any hole on the golf course this week, but John knew what to do.
Well, I played it a few times now, Phil. I tell you what, is a cracking hole, this 15th. Could be a car record for some, and I tell you what, Rysdale doing exactly what it says on the tin. Play for the middle of the green, and go from there. You don't want to be dicing and being too cute and go for these flags. We see Hayden McCullen coming up the last, finding the green there. A nice little slow-mo of him. See his beautiful swing. Works hard at his game. Interlocking grip. Bit Tiger Woodsy and Jack Nicklausy. And there you go, nice finish.
The Gavin's charge continues, and he's given himself a 20-footer uphill for yet another birdie. There's another big slope in this green, so it is going to move from right to left. Possibly about 3 cups as I see it.
Maybe Kit next time needs to get there a little bit quicker.
It was probably a second or third take, who knows? But I tell you what, that was funny. Gavin's light-hearted man, won't be worried. And I tell you what, oh my goodness. I think it was 2.5 cups, not 3.
Well, if he doesn't blame Kit, he should do.
Yeah, why not? It's easier to blame Kit, you can. He's a lovely fella. He's got strong shoulders. He's broad, a bit like this boy. Now, that would have been some 3, I must admit, after the wayward drive, hitting it up 15, up and over the trees. And it'd been a nice little bonus. Now, this is that bunker shot I'm telling you about. Must be up against the face. Can't quite see the lie. Well, he's got the height. He's played an absolute corker. Feeds down, beautiful whole side. Confidence is high with Josh.
The standard on this tour just balloons from season to season.
A Turner on the crest of a wave. Can he hold? Oh, spoke too soon. That was a strong lip out as well. After a beautiful shot in there. Now Craig Ross at 12, third over the green. Cracking second shot, just run past the flag. He fancies this, he fancies this. Oh, and that's going to be a tap-in birdie.
Euro Pro Tour wise, 2018 has been a write-off really for Hayden McCullen so far. 7 previous starts, 4 missed cuts, 2 times withdrawn. But this represents a radical improvement. A round of 66 today, finishing with back-to-back birdies. Well done for the man from Delamere Forest.
Yeah, very well played. A lot promised of this guy. One down in Prince's many moons ago. Yeah, hasn't been able to replicate it. And now maybe this might be the turning point. You never know, as we see Craig Ross just tapping in for his birdie. I'm sure Josh not far behind him tapping in for his. Yeah, no messing around for Josh, getting over it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for these two.
Well, you expect a birdie. These guys do on the 12th, but one on the 15th. Now that would be a bonus for Risdale.
Cool, wouldn't it? It really would. You won't see many of these all week. Nice locket and rocket action. It's tracking and it's in on the front door. Brilliant putt, and the pressure's on. He's coming.
Risdale improves into a tie for 5th with Turner. But for the first time today, there's a modicum of daylight at the top, with Ross now 2 clear of Gavin's. The chasers require something inspired.
Yes, they do, Phil. They sure do. Now, I'd imagine these guys will be hitting the 5 iron. Not a 4 like me. They're fitter, stronger, younger, leaner.
Quieter.
Yeah, a little bit quieter, Phil, definitely. Now Mullen off with the jacket. It's warming up. Up the hill here at 13. Trekking. Oh, just misses it on the right.
Is after 5 after that second shot? Is after 5 after that second shot?
Well, there you go. Obviously leaked one out on his second shot. He says it was just rewards there, unfortunately, for him. Making bogey, as we see Gavin's here. And he's probably going with a 6. He likes to lean on him. And there we go, finding the middle of the putting green. Lengthy number still to go, though.
Fairway found for Ross on 13. That's what's required now. Fairways and greens. Catch me if you can.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them now coming in. as Craig Ross peppers the pin again.
Gavins is safely aboard the par 3 15th here, but it's a speculative look for birdie. It's a long one, downhill as well, a hint of left to right. Downhill, downwind. I don't expect to see this one travelling with a lot of pace as it gets to the hole.
Oh, there she is. Got the scoreboard out for Turner and Gavins. And like I say, he's been putting well though, Phil. He really has. Looking like a beautiful stroke. Lots of rhythm in it. He's hold his fair share. Is he going to hold another one? No, he isn't. Oh, he's gunned it past. Look at that. Oof. Knee knocker coming back. Little rush of blood there.
The next few moments could be the engine room of this tournament. Ross, pretty much a formality for birdie. At just the right time.
Oh, he's played superb golf, Phil. He really has. I mean, early doors, he was taking the flags out. He just couldn't hold a putt. What score would he be on then? As you see Turner at the back of the green. This for par. Came out the bunker. And yeah, he'd be tapping that one in for a bogey.
3 holes left. I think his race in terms of the title is now run.
Local members looking on, seeing some nice golf as we see Gavins here trying to scramble his par. A little bit off the left-hand side, inside left. I got this one. Oh, it stays out there. Hit it through the break.
Relegated to 10 under par. Given the fickle nature of this game, you shouldn't take anything for granted. Ross certainly won't fall into that trap, but there's no denying that the lad from Kirkhill Golf Club has one hand and several fingers on the trophy here at Moore Allerton. He looks like becoming the Clipper Logistics champion. We are witnessing a mature, marvellous display at Moore Allerton from Scotland's Craig Ross, who's in firm control of the Clipper Logistics Championship. Ross finds himself 4 clear, 5 holes to negotiate, as he looks to win on the Euro Pro Tour as both an amateur and now as a professional. Quite an achievement. McCullen, Gavins and Hilliard tied second.
Now Ross at 14 with that second shot, played to the corner, now straight uphill for your second. Just in that left rough. How's it going to come out? Ball lost in the clouds, coming down from such a height, and wow, just coming up. Well, he's got the clubbing wrong there. Definitely a club shy. On the front of the green now, Risdale, after that great putt at 15. And your Emily here at 16. Oh, slides just on the right hand side. Another good putt though, and that's going to be a par.
Coming into this closing round, Hilliard was very pleased with the quality of his iron play so far this week. There though, hurt by spin.
Well, here we go, Phil. Here we go. Europe Pros are up 16. The par 4, 384 yards, just below the par 3.99. Now, you got the bunker on the right, about 264 yards to carry. I reckon the boys will be getting out driver, taking this hole on. Pretty tight number, though. But where it's awkward is the green. Very, very narrow and slopey. Bunkers left, bunkers right. You've got to be in the right place to attack. Anything slightly too far right, you're going to be short-sided off the tee. So you've got to be down that left. Now here's Gavins. Now where is he? It's his second shot out the trees. Got that feeling he's down. He's over on that right hand side, and that is not the place you want to be, like I said, and that's gone over the other side of the green in the bunker. Yeah, you see him here, just forward defensive stroke, trying to keep it nice and low, lay it off, try and get the turn from left to right. You can see it, he's trying.
off the front of the 14th green. Ross needing an up and down. Been pretty reliable so far with this kind of test today. And again, although that one isn't a gimme.
No, it's not, but it's not a bad leave. Like I was saying earlier, you don't want to be long on this hole. Anything short is okay. You put chipping up the green. Now here's Turner. Not a great lie.
I think we must compliment the greenkeepers here, you know, to keep these greens so receptive in these kind of weather conditions. The whole team has done a fantastic job.
They have indeed. They have indeed. Now, up the hill, left to right, and in the jaws, I'd imagine. Another about a foot and a half of pace, I think, would have held its line and would have seen that ball disappear there, Phil.
Now with Gavins in sand on 16, he might want to take a look at this.
Well, welcome to A Minute with Mumford. Here we are, bunker shot. Ball inside the bunker, feet outside the bunker. Not an easy one, this one. Some people get puzzled, they stand there, they come up quickly, they top the ball, it stays in the bunker, or they thin it over the green. Absolute nightmare. Do you know what? Widen that stance, get it wider than your shoulders. Kneel down to it, squat into it a little bit more, hold your height, and I tell you what, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Look at that, flushed, ripped, zipped. That's A Minute with Mumford.
If that's a minute, I'm 174.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Phil. Well, here we go, Gavins. He can go one better. Oh! Ripped, zipped, and nearly in. Oh, that is it, the right edge. He can't believe that didn't go in. Great technique here, coming across, opening the stance, opening the shoulders, coming across himself, using the bounce of the club, getting the height, getting the strike, and look at this. Spin slightly, forever tracking. And oh my giddy ants. Oh! Not to be. Bemused.
On all of televised golf, we highlight the spectacular, but it's these kind of par putts that make the difference.
Yeah, they're the money makers. They're the vital ones, Phil. They really are. You're right to say that. Now he's got a nice little eagle head cover there as we come over to 17. The penultimate hole, 400 yards. This is the one, I tell you. We thought the last hole, 16, was an ochre green. Well, this one will top that one. The boys here, they'll be carrying a bunker. They're in play. That was 250 yards. And their second approach shot, you can just see this green. How slopey and how awkward and how thin and topsy-turvy it is. Bunkers, you know, 3 of them. Guarding the front portion. Boy, I tell you what, you find a putting surface here with your second, happy days.
This course designed by Robert Trent Jones Sr., who was also responsible for Valderrama with that not easily accessible 17th green either.
No, really awkward, Phil, it really is. Not many plateaus you can hit it on there, not many straight putts at 17s. We see Ross here out with what looks to be the old bladed 5-iron. Oh, he's left. He's had a few pulls today, and that's another one. That's in the back left bunker. All uphill for a second out of there.
Four birdies and an eagle so far for Turner today. Is this going to be birdie number 5? Strangely, the bunker shot we saw from Gavins will have helped. He read the line from sand while he was putting.
He did. He went to school there, Phil. You're dead right. And look at that. In she pops. Little fist pump. Thank you very much. Nonchalantly done. Looking and playing the part. Now, pitter-patter, little tiny raindrops, well overdue. The golf course is loving it as we see Rysdale here for birdie. Little subtle slopes is tracking. Oh, and it's gone past. There's a hole on the left-hand side. Now, Hilliard. Interlocking grip there, old school. Nice and strong left. Well, right hand, I should say, being a lefty. And that's found the right trap. Oh, we've seen someone else over there. It's not an easy shot to have. But the last bunker shot he had over on 12, well, he made it look easy.
Tidied up. Now back down the hole. Here's Kit with an update on Gavin's.
An aggressive tee shot here from Gavin's on 17, and he's been rewarded. It's opened up the green very nicely for a little flick with a wedge. He's had a walk up to the surface so he can see exactly where he's going to be landing the ball. But there is a little bit of slope coming in off the shoulder of that bunker. I don't think he can chase one in low. I think he's got to carry it all the way and rely on the spin to stop it and nestle it close to that hole.
Well, Kit, here we go, my friend. Looks to be on the fairway, down the left-hand side. Nice lie here. Can get all the control required. Nice brave tee shot, like you said, Kit. Flying it all the way, is he? He is. But bailing out slightly too far left. Could have been a bit more direct with that one, I feel.
Another examination of technique and nerve for Ross. Just a tad too much sand.
Yeah, definitely, Phil. That's why it's come up short. The cushion was too much, as we see Turner down the left here at 17, coming in from a nice angle as well. Definitely the way to come in. Go down that right, not easy to get to that flag. Now, 1 foot in, 1 foot out here for Josh. Let's see what these hands are like. Oh, he's played another beauty just past the flag. Good touch there. Yeah, lengthy birdie putt. Josh would have been open for a better second shot from where he was, looking right up this green. But you never know. This could disappear and it'll all be forgotten. But no, just cozied that one up just a foot shy of the hole.
Ross to remain 4 in front. And no lead is big enough when you're going down the closing stretch. Well, at the best, it's going to be a bogey.
Yeah, he's bumped up. He's feeling confident. He's raced one by. Now Gavin's. Can he capitalise on what might be a mistake here by Ross? You never know. Might hear a nice little roar and a fist pump. Oh, I tell you what, didn't need much more. Did you have your Weetabix this morning? He's enjoying life though, Phil. Look at him. Very happy with his game. Why not? Playing some nice golf. Just in all that one, as we see Turner here just hopefully polish off a par here at 17, which he does.
Yes, and Gavin's and Turner in this third last group now go to the home hole.
Yeah, and what a beast, a massive par 5 straight down the hill. I mean, the way it's been, this ball is going to run miles. It's 568 yards, that first bunker not in play. They're going to be hitting it way down there. They won't be laying up in 2. All the players, if they find the fair, will be having a crack at this in 2 shots. No way, Jose, are they laying up. It is really go get on this last hole, and it's giving it up. And you've got the out of bounds over the back. Beautiful clubhouse, beautiful setting. Come on, finish with a flourish. Well, this is not what I was hoping to see. I wanted to see a second shot coming into this green, but Rosedale with a bad tee shot set up now. He's had to lay up. This is third now from the left rough. And that finds the putting surface.
Tremendous bunker shot from Hilliard. This to stay 3 back. Oh, that will be a source of immense frustration, because, as I said, his second from sand was top-notch.
Yeah, it is. Good hands, good short game, Josh. Never be out of the hunt if he keeps that up. As we see Rosedale now, can he finish with a birdie after a poor drive? He's up and out. He's up and out. But it's been a good tournament, Phil.
Yeah, no birdie on 18, but a par nevertheless. And I think he'll go away from this with an awful lot of encouragement, especially that back 9 of 32. Back on 15, a knee knocker for Ross. Gets it. And
strides. A little bit of frustration there. No one likes to have a bogey, even though you've got a big lead. Here we go, Phil.
Well, having fallen foul of the 15th, John, for the second time this week, Ross sees the lead trimmed to 3 strokes. Will nerves undermine the leader as the finishing stretch approaches? Can Gavins or Hilliard apply extra pressure? Find out when the Clipper Logistics Championship reaches its climax after the break. Majestic Moore Allerton Golf Club, venue for the Clipper Logistics Championship, where Craig Ross is poised for glory. The reason? He's leading by 3 with only 3 holes to play, while Daniel Gavins, one of those in pursuit, has arrived on the 18th, a hole that can cause a wild swing in fortunes. Here's John to tell us about it.
The thing is about this 18th, and what makes it difficult, it is a daunting task. They used to have loads of gorse bushes there just kind of guarding short of this green. You used to see them in abundance. They've taken that out. It's a beautiful lake down there now, so anything shy of these 2 bunkers guarding the front portion of this green will slope down and your ball is swimming, right? Obviously out of bounds over the back where the clubhouse is, so you don't want to be over clubbing here, coming in too hot to trot, and bang, you're going to rack up a big number because he's OB. Now, left hand side, big bunker there lurking, got the 10th tee box on the right hand side, so yeah, boys don't want to be going down there, but that's not a bad leave end of the day. If you ever had to miss this green, that's not a bad little chip up the green. It's a big wide area, this one, big target. All you got to do is get the number right, and I'm out with a 3-iron. Nice easy swing, looking down on the green, very inviting. Now let's give it a go. Come on, come on. Get the putting surface, get the putting surface. Oh, stay, yes. Oh, right, every chance of a grandstand finish here at 18. Hold that putt, eagle time, winner takes it all. Come on.
But Gavins didn't hit the best of tee shots, so had to lay up.
Yeah, that's what you do, Phil. That first one is a vital one here at the last. Wedge shot out of the rough, coming up a bit shy. Got good contact though, a bit of spin on that one. Still about 35 feet to go though. He's not quite happy with that. He's a little bit better in his armory. So we see Josh here at 16. Second shot coming in from the left-hand side. The pin on just the 32 today. 8 off the left-hand side. Long way up this green, and yeah, not quite getting the club in right. Uphill putt left for him.
Another. Playing a 3rd shot into the 18th green from sand, and oh, that was not the contact that he wanted.
Oh, disastrous finish for Turner. It could be, you never know. But Ross now down the right-hand side, over the other side of the ferry from his playing partner, in the right rough. Good angle to attack this flag with the pin on the left-hand side. And that's why getting a good contact, keeping it below the hole. He'll have a nice uphill putt there. A little bit turn from left to right, I feel.
After a penalty drop, poor old Ashton Turner is playing his 5th.
Yeah, he's chucking the pounds away here. Hopefully consolidate, maybe get something out of it. And at the back of the green, that'll just feed off to the edge. And yeah, it's going to be expensive.
Now Hilliard to get back into a share of 2nd. Always low.
It was. There's a lot of swing there, Phil. And I tell you what, that's given Craig Ross a great read. Now Gavins for birdie to get to heaven 11 under par. It's a tall order, you never know. Oh, and he's raced it. They do well to hang on to 10 under.
Really, he was forced to attack. As for Ross, he can lag.
He can indeed. He can indeed. He's got this one to give himself more of a cushion. He's had a great read. He's hit it strong straight through the break. Didn't start turning quick enough. It held its line for, well, a good 3/4 of the way. But now he's only got 2 holes left to play, Phil.
almost there. Spare a thought though for Ashton Turner. This for a bogey 6.
It is up the hill now here, Phil. The first part levels out, second part, and yeah, there you go, he's barged it past.
As for the leaders, John, they're on the penultimate hole.
Yeah, 17. Oh, Josh just getting away with one there, hitting it down the left-hand side, just keeping it just out of the real thick stuff. He's got away with that, and well, another good strike again, showing he got the spin on it. On the green in 2, as we see my man Gavin's here to try and hold this for par.
Going so well, but stalled on the closing stretch. A bogey on 15. Still though, a 68. A really good number today.
Craig Ross may not be the tallest, but I can tell you he gives the ball a good old tonk, and he is miles down the 17th here, and he's got a great angle as well. Coming down the left-hand side has really opened up that pin that's tucked over on the right. He can go straight at it without having to worry about bunkers, and from only 75 yards, he can really take dead aim here.
Yeah, you got that right, Kit. He's looking straight at the flag here, 23 on, 7 from the right. Don't want to be leaking this anything to that right-hand side. That bunker is in play. But like you say, coming in from a brilliant angle here, Kit. And getting the chubby checker as well. Good contact out of the first cut. As we see the little slow-mo here. Really confident. Nice authority through the ball. Comes down nice and steep, gets the contact required, and controls the shot nicely.
Now please, hole this for a 7. Cash burnt though. Cash burnt. What an expensive double bogey from Ashton Turner.
Yeah, painful, Phil. Very painful. Never like to finish like that. Now, Josh is going to give Craig Ross a nice read again for birdie. Every putt counts, every penny counts. Oh, not to be. Good stroke nonetheless, just a little bit shy. Yeah, he'll tuck that one in, that's what I like to see. No messing around. Pace of play gets quicker and quicker.
The challenger Mark Young fizzled out on the back 9 with 3 bogeys against 1 birdie, but what a drive down 18.
Yeah, this is what you can do. This is what I was saying, Phil. You can get a drive long way down there, hit it in the right place, but this one's going right, heading for trouble. Pitches on the 10th tee box. Oh my goodness, where has that gone? That's nearly actually on the 9th green. Dickie Bird signals are wide.
Now Ross to effectively win the thing.
Well, it is. It is. You've got a par 5 coming up. You can just pat it down there, take your medicine. Oh, what a great putt as well. Confident stroke. Oh, I think he thought he had it. He thought there was going to be a bit more turn in that one. You see him cutting it, trying to get that movement from left to right. But, well, I'll tell you what, Mark Young's over there somewhere. And here it comes, up and over. What a shot. Oh, and she nearly goes. Huh. Save the best till last.
Ross on 17. He can smell victory now.
He can, mate. He can. Now, this would be some birdie. I don't know if he had a drop over there. He holds it, very nonchalantly done, and there it is, the birdie on the last hole. Shoots a 72, 1 over par last round, and you can see it. The black outweighs the red, unfortunately, for Mark Young, and that 6 under finish.
Hilliard eagled the 18th in the second round, and he's given himself a great chance to do exactly that here in the final round as well. And if he can, it would make a huge difference. He's currently tied for 4th. An eagle takes him 2nd on his own. That's £6,000, a lot more than he would get for a share of 4th place. He's got 224 yards into the pin. He knocked it into 15 feet from not too dissimilar a position yesterday. So this is definitely on for a grandstand finish.
And he made a birdie here in the first round as well.
Did he? Well, I tell you what, he obviously likes this hole, and this suits him here. shape it round the trees, from left to right, get the draw. He's overcooked it. He's overcooked it. He's running. He wants to see where this is going. Oh, and it's 2 bounces, hits the boards. The Banner boys are going to have some work cut out there. Might have to move a few. Now, Craig Ross.
Well, he's played the hole conservatively with every reason. The engraver can start work.
Yeah, he can. He definitely can. Smells victory. Taking his medicine. Played it all the way up this hole. Didn't need to go for it. Finds the green in regulation. All the members looking on, seeing how it's done.
Bit of late drama here for Hilliard on the 18th. He's come over onto the 10th tee. All of the advertising hoardings around here, some are being moved between him and the flag, but the ones he was just nestled up against are unmovable obstructions. He's taking a drop just away. He's a little bit short-sighted, but if he can get up and down from here, that'd move him from a tie to 4th into a tie for 2nd and earn him a lot more money.
Great entertainment for the members here, who tomorrow night welcome Peter Allis.
I know, how good is that? I was speaking to Gary last week. He said, yeah, his dad, well, he's a member there for quite a while. Loves it. They're in for a treat. The legend. And that wasn't that legendary there from Josh. Unfortunately, that weak second shot overcooked. Just slides the ball. Very bouncy, this grass. You got to really go with it, trap it. Yeah, just probably got a bit between ball and club there and just come up shy. Now, uphill putt to begin with for Josh. Big putt this, big money.
Not to be, but I'll tell you what, John, over the course of the last 3 days, Josh has done enough for me to realise that for the second half of the season coming up, he could well be a major factor.
Here, here. Here, Phil. Definitely showed me his quality, especially around the green as well. Good long iron player, like you said. Yeah, I think he's going to make an impact the second half of this season. Now we come to, well, our future winner.
Yes, and it's the very near future, i.e. in a few seconds' time.
Yeah, what a champion. Won as an amateur, and now here he is as a pro.
And the £10,000 he puts in his skyrocket makes it feel so much better. A 68 today gets the job done with aplomb.
It sure does. Well, I tell you what, look at the team spirit here. 2 guys know one another. They're joyous for one another. They're very happy. Just desserts for Craig Ross. Great win.
Numerous players, including McCullen, Gavins and Risdale, went low in the closing round, but not low enough to prevent Craig Ross creating a slice of Euro Pro Tour history. His final victory margin, 3 shots. Very impressive at 13 under par.
Craig, you're the Clipper Logistics champion. How does that sound?
Oh, amazing. Just glad it's finally over. Managed to get that win on the board and just played really solid out there today.
I've been in this position for a while, so it was nice to kind of go out there and shoot a good score under kind of the pressure again. It was good.
Finally win one of these again, and also just not just getting the trophy but getting that 10,000 as well. It helps a lot towards the rest of the season and that chase for the top 5.
Mark Young remains top of the order of merit. Paul O'Hara is second, but what a move by O'Hara's fellow countryman, Ross, vaulting straight into the promotion zone, together with Joe Dean and Scott Fallon.
An intriguing finale to the Clipper Logistics Championship here at Moore Allerton then. Dan Gavins and Hayden McCullen gave it a good old go. Plenty of birdies for them today. And it's good to see 2 former Euro Pro Tour winners back to form after slow starts to this season. But undoubtedly, the man of the day, Craig Ross. Diminutive in stature, but bags of heart and bucket loads of ability. He cruised to a 3-shot win here today in incredibly impressive fashion. Please join us next time from Wychwood Park to see who else can get their hands on a PGA Euro Pro Tour trophy.